Hello, gorgeous ones. I am thrilled and delighted to have you part of Your Seat at the Table, our global movement. My name is Victoria Garlick, and I've spent the last 26 years as a high performance mentor. And Your Seat at the Table is a project that my team and I have been working on for quite some time now. And today is our very first micro masterclass. We are going to look at you as the masterpiece. We're also going to look at how you can inject an extra 30 to 50K into your life every single month. This is going to look so different for every one of us. And we really want to focus on progress over perfection. I'd love to start today's session by really talking about the smoke and mirrors online right now. It is incredible, it's amazing, it's extraordinary to see people making $1 million in a month, people making $1 million in a week, in a day, in an hour. It is extraordinary. But there is a lot of smoke and mirrors that comes with how people are making so much money and they are not really sharing the step by step as to how they're doing that. So today I want you to really shake off those feelings of not feeling good enough. Those feelings of, I'll never be able to have $1 million year, let alone $1 million month, week, or day. We don't know what goes into people making money online because they don't tell us. So there's a lot of smoke and mirrors. And as much as I love celebrating with these people, it can become a little frustrating for those that are not making that kind of money or anywhere near that kind of money. So we need to kind of take a step back and stop comparing ourselves to everybody else. It's so important that we really look at our life and how we're living it in a way that we're not comparing it to other people. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, people aren't sharing what's not working. They're not sharing that maybe they spent $100,000 on Facebook ads to make money. They're not sharing that they have a global team of people and virtual assistants helping them. So today it's all about shaking off those comparisons. We're really going to refine your very own truth in a way that you are capable of doing anything that you want, anything that you desire, that you crave. But unfortunately, we put so many blocks and barriers around us because we're just constantly comparing ourselves to what other people are doing. And I get it, it's hard not to. We're seeing people so successful, people working 4 hours a week and making 100K in that week. Let's celebrate those people, absolutely. But why don't we start focusing on us? You already have everything that you need to create a masterpiece of your very own life. Your own life that is extraordinary. That's everything you've ever wanted it to be. You have it all. And often we look at other people and see what other people are doing and that couldn't be me. I don't have enough time to do that. I don't have that it factor that everybody talks about. I don't have that triple threat that people talk about online. I certainly don't have thousands and thousands of dollars to spend on a coach that's charging, $100K a month to work with them. I don't have money for Facebook ads. It's just, you already have everything that you need. Everything. It's just a matter of honing the skills that you have into what it is that you actually want. So many people that come and work with me say, I want to be a millionaire. And that's amazing, amazing. But why do you want that? How is that going to change for you? Having $1 million business is so different to having a business that you're making 50K a month or 30K or 20K. You're working on your own, maybe with one virtual assistant. You're picking and choosing when you're working. What gets you to 5 figures is so incredibly different to what gets you to 6, then multi-6, then 7, then multi-7 and beyond. You need to build teams, you need new infrastructure. So instead of just wanting to be a millionaire, the very first task in today's micro masterclass is for you to really dig deep and think about why you want to be a millionaire. Let's look at what your freedom blueprint looks like to you. Is it having an opportunity to travel and work maybe just a few days every week? Is it having the opportunity to be at those school gates every day when your kids come out? Being at home, you've got small children, working from home, picking and choosing dream clients. Maybe you want to change careers. Maybe you want to start a business. What does your freedom blueprint look like to you? Because that's all that matters. What it looks like to you, your extraordinary dream life. What we're going to do here inside your seat at the table is we're going to collapse time. I'm so incredibly passionate about collapsing time. I've spent 26 years building my business, being on that roller coaster of feast and famine, having to take casual part-time jobs, having to take on clients that I really didn't want to work with. But it's been an extraordinary journey because it's enabled me to be at home with my 3 children who are older now. Indiana's 22, my son Kai is 17, and my youngest daughter Navarra is 16. And I've been at home. It's been the most incredible, indescribable, rewarding feeling. But what does freedom look like to you? You now have your seat at the table. You have your voice. Everything that we're going to be working on together over the next 12 months is going to be about networking, connection, collaboration, contributing. You might have an incredible coaching or mentoring package that's just not selling. You now have all of these people in this one network, in our global movement, that's going to help you, connect you with other people, referrals. You might want to find a dream job. You're going to have an opportunity to find jobs here completely for free. Whatever it is that you need, that you desire, that you crave, this is your opportunity to make it happen. We're going to focus on progress over perfection and collapsing time in a way that it's not going to take you 26 years. or even 26 months. Collapsing time is really about what a normal person would take, let's say, over a lifetime to build $1 million. We're going to collapse time in a way that we're going to get accelerated results, however that looks to you. Adding that 30 to 50K into your life might be adding some new offers into your business. Maybe you're working full time and you want to create, what's called a side hustle, a side business. We can look at creating that. But what I want you to think about as your very first task for today is, what does your freedom blueprint look like to you? And I want you to sit down and write yourself a letter today. We're not even going to think about other people. We're not going to think about that post that we saw on Instagram about Margaret, who just made $100,000 in less than an hour today. We're not going to think about that family that's traveling around the world and is making millions of dollars, spruiking and sharing other people's products. We're not thinking about that. We're focusing on us. What it means to us to have a life of freedom, a life of growth. And we're going to set some really incredible intentions. I don't like using the word goals, because for me, goals is very much about, it's something you have to achieve. And once you do, it's like, okay, now there's something else. Growth allows us to just remove all of the comparisons. It allows us to have a mindset of growth in the sense that we can do whatever it is we want to do. We already have every single thing we need. It's sometimes just about a few tweaks. Sometimes it's about really just looking at our mindset. And instead of having this fixed, very narrow-minded mindset, we move to more of a growth mindset. So let's think about your letter to yourself and what it is that you actually want. Have you really sat down and thought about it? And one thing I'd really love for you to do is to do this somewhere that means something to you. Maybe you want to go to the beach and you want to sit at the beach and write this letter to yourself. We had one client, Emily, who booked herself a hotel. She had a beautiful bottle of champagne. She had quite a few tasks and activities that she wanted to work on. This is one of my one-on-one clients. And this was one of the tasks that she had. And she just wanted to be in a luxurious, beautiful space. Maybe you want to sit in the backyard while the kids are playing. Maybe you want to go to a cafe and order your favorite coffee. Whatever it is, find a space for you that means something to you. Because so many of us are living this life with not a lot of intention. We're just going through the movements, changing the gears as we move through. If you're here, if you're part of your seat at the table, that is not what you want your life to look like. You want to live the most extraordinary life possible, and for you to be the most extraordinary version of yourself. So this letter is just for you. Nobody else needs to read it. You don't need to share it. It just is a intention to yourself about the future, what it is you really want. Because unless we are crystal clear on what we want and the intentions that we're going to set to reach that, it's impossible. We must stop letting life happen to us. We really need to take that radical self-ownership and really lead ourselves in a way that nobody else can. And it changes everything. Once you're living your life of intention and really focusing on your freedom blueprint and what that looks like to you, everything changes in a way that is pure magic. It is just incredible. You get to be wildly successful and continue with that progression over perfection. We have to stop thinking that we have to be like everybody else. We have to stop comparing ourselves to everybody else. And the only way to do that is to take self-leadership, like radical ownership, and just say, enough, I'm not doing it anymore. I've had clients that have taken themselves off Instagram for a period of time because they were just bombarded by feelings of not being enough, having enough, wanting enough. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors, and people are really just showing us the highlights. They're showing us the real of their life in a way that they want us to see it. I'm really hoping that this is activating you and inspiring you today to take self-ownership over stopping comparing yourself to other people. Many of us do it without even realizing the impact that it's having on us. It's going to change your life in a way that is so unexpected. We're not going to feel triggered. We're going to be like, okay, that is amazing. I'm celebrating you with the balloons and the champagne, and I love everything that you're doing. I'm so happy for you. My journey is different. I'm on a pathway of progress over perfection, and I will get where I want to go through collapsing time, getting the accelerated results that I desire, that I crave, and I'm going to celebrate you and not feel triggered in any way. We often put our happiness in the hands of other people. I'm so guilty of this, especially with my husband, my children, my friends, my closest circle of friends. And we need to really acknowledge that that is something that we're doing, and we have to take our power back. We all get one life. Do you really feel alive? Do you really feel like you're living the best life possible? Are you the best version of yourself? Most would say no. So why don't we make a vow today to ourselves and include this in our letter, that we are going to take a vow, that we are going to do whatever it takes to become the most extraordinary version of ourselves and to really live the most extraordinary life possible. And that doesn't mean that you have to do what everybody else is doing. It means that you get to live the life that you've always dreamt of by being crystal clear on how that looks like to you, and then working backwards on the intentions that you can set to make that happen for yourself. What I love about a growth mindset is that we are constantly evolving and transforming and just becoming what it is that we've always wanted. It doesn't mean it's going to happen tonight or tomorrow or next week or even next month. It means it's a constant, it's a growth timeline. We all are very different versions of ourselves at different times. We're growing, we're evolving, we're transforming. And instead of putting ourselves in a little box where, okay, I have to hit $1 million in the next 6 months. And if I don't, you're setting yourself up for failure already. Complete failure. So today is all about shaking off those comparisons, that feeling of what I love to call imposter syndrome. I'm just not good enough. I don't have that it factor, that triple threat. I couldn't possibly make $100,000. I couldn't possibly start my own business. I couldn't possibly change my career, move to a new country. Enough. You and I and all of us need to take radical self-ownership over our life, and this is the very first step to making that happen. Over the next few sessions, I'm going to break down that 30 to 50K into your life in a way that for those of you that are really wanting to aspire to make more money, that is going to be something that's going to align with you. We have so many micro classes, micro master classes on all aspects of our life, because we all deserve to be seen, to be heard. So many of us feel invisible. And everything that we're doing at your seat at the table is about you being exactly who you want to be, being seen, being heard, and we do it all through connection, collaboration, and contribution. I am so thrilled and delighted to have you on this journey. We've got 12 months together. 12 months. It is going to be the most extraordinary ride of our life together. And it's going to be all about growth and progress over perfection, however your life looks like to you. However your life looks like to you. If anything has really resonated with you today in a way that you think it would benefit somebody else in your network, in your life, I would be truly honored if you could share your seat at the table with them. That would be such an honor. And please reach out to me and let me know if you have done so, for 2 reasons. 1, I want to thank you personally. And 2, we have our partnership affiliation where you will get a commission. You'll make money by doing that. So please reach out and let me know. I'm wishing you all the success, all the love in your life. And I am so happy and so excited and so honored that you've chosen me and your seat at the table to be part of your journey, part of your story. I will see you very soon in our next micro masterclass. In the meantime, if you have any questions at all, please reach out to me personally on Facebook and I will answer each and every question for you. Thank you again, everyone. Have an incredible rest of your day, rest of your week, and bye for now.